Hey guys, welcome back to my show Heavenly Hands. If you are not already, remember to subscribe to my channel, like this video, and comment down below anything that you might have to, say about this video, any thoughts that you might have, if you can relate to it, whatever it might be. Um, Today I am going to be sharing a testimony with you guys about something that I went through, and it was a really tragic time in my life. It was something that, I wasn't prepared for, but I started to prepare myself for it. Basically, I was pregnant, and October 17th, 2015, I had a stillborn. I had a baby boy, and, you know, things just didn't work out. And I was on my way for an ultrasound, and when I was getting the ultrasound, they were checking things, and they, started making phone calls and everything, and they told me that I had to be rushed to labor and delivery. So of course I'm in panic mode, and I'm just like, what's going on? So they told me that the baby looked like he was in the process of, getting ready to be delivered. And the thing about it is, when I went to have another ultrasound to reveal the gender, the guy that I was dating at the time, he, made a statement to the nurse, and he said, wow, it looks like he's ready to come out already. And just from the way he was positioned. And the nurse, she was just like, oh no, he's just positioned that way right now. He's fine. Everything's fine. So I want to say I was about 4.5 months when I went and got the gender of the baby. And so once I went and got the ultrasound again and that happened, I'm just like, that's crazy, because when we were here to see what the gender of the baby, you guys just basically brushed it off like it was nothing. And now it's to the point where I'm in the process of about to, deliver my child. And, the whole time I was just thinking and, praying and stuff, and, asking the Lord to just work everything out. And they were telling me that if I would have held out like for one more day, that they would have sent me to another hospital, and they would have like given the baby different medicines or whatever to help develop, anything that wasn't fully developed within him. So I ended up having the baby that next morning, and I it was a regular delivery, and it was devastating. Like I said, I wasn't prepared to have a child, but in the process I was preparing myself to do it, to be a mom. And it was devastating. It's something that I would never want to go through. And I know that women go through it. We have miscarriages, we have stillborns. It happens. And I had the support of a lot of people, friends and family during the pregnancy, supporting me and being there for me. And, even during the pregnancy, I was going through a rough time. Like, in the beginning of my pregnancy, I wasn't working, and, just a lot of stuff was going on. And I want to say like the middle of my pregnancy, I had got a job and everything. And, I was looking, everything had started to look up. And, when that happened, I was just speechless. I was lost for words, and everything just seemed like a blur at the moment. But, I was grateful because all of my family came to the hospital when it happened. Of course, my mom was there. She walked in as soon as I pushed the baby out. And, the guy that I was dating at the time, he was there as well. My grandparents came, my aunts came, my uncles came. Like, it was just so much love and support in the room. During that time, I needed that. And a friend of mine that night stayed at the hospital with me as well. So, but after that, once I left the hospital and stuff and I went home, I was just crushed. I didn't understand. And I'm just like, I know we're not supposed to question God, but I just kept asking God, like, why? Like, why did this happen to me? I didn't understand. Like, I know I wasn't ready, but I was preparing myself, like I said. And, just constantly getting prayer and, the Lord spoke to me and he revealed to me, why he did what he did. And, I understood it, but at the same time, I was still hurt. I was just so depressed and so down, and I wouldn't go to baby showers. I wouldn't go to kids' birthday parties. Like, it was that bad, to the point where I didn't want to be around it, because I just, even though, like I said, the Lord explained, it was told to me why it happened, and it was just still, I was just so hurt. I was so hurt, and I just want to, encourage people that, when these situations happen, the Lord does these things like this for his own reasons. We may not understand at the time why it happened, but, I feel like for me, the Lord just had different plans for me. Me and that guy, we ended up not working out. We were going through a lot in our relationship, and, the Lord just didn't see it fit. He just didn't see fit for me and him to have a child together. And that wasn't my first time being pregnant by him. The first time I had a miscarriage, I was about 3 months. And that was like 2 years before that incident happened. And it's just like, okay, that's the second time I was pregnant by him, and it happened once again. It's just like the Lord just did not see fit for me to have a child with him. And the Lord just had other plans for my life. And I think back on situations that I've been in, it's just like, if I had a child at this time, like, I'd really be struggling, because there's times when I'm struggling just on my own. And, sometimes we have to take the good out of bad situations, and, just thank God for just leading you in a different direction. And, I know it hurts. I mean, this year is the year that I've really, really grown and become at peace with the situation. Because every year it will come up, I would just be so down and so, depressed, and just still asking, like, or not asking, but just wondering how my life would be if, my child was here. And this year on his birthday, I just really I start thanking God, and, just thanking him for healing me and being able to become at peace. When before I left the hospital, they gave me a box with like his clothes and everything in it. And every year I look through his box, and I just get more strength from doing that. Looking at the pictures that they took of us in the hospital and everything. And like I said, just being at peace with it, and just knowing that one day the Lord, he's going to bless me with the baby, and it's going to be done the right way. I've always prayed, like, I want to be, married when I have kids. I want to be stable. I want to be financially stable. I don't want to have a child and be struggling. And I feel like, the Lord gave me another chance to be, in a good situation when I have a child again. So, a friend of mine, she gave me a gift, and I'm going to insert some pictures and show you guys about it. And she had me write like a note about what I would say to my child if he was here today. And you put it in a balloon and you release it. So I did that with her. That was, really comforting. And she gave me a cute little bracelet with his name on it. And, and my mom, she took me out to dinner this year. She always, does things for me. She always makes me feel so special on that day. And on Mother's Day, she always gives me gifts. So, she just, continues to make me feel special, regardless if I'm a mom or not. So I just thank God for her, and just, continue to strengthen me, and just being there for me, and, just being that support system that I need. And, I just want to tell anyone out there who has gone through this, or might be going through this right now, like, things happen. It's not our fault. We can't change it. And it's nothing that we did. Sometimes, like I said, things just happen. It's out of our control. All we can do is just push through it, continue to pray and pray and pray as much as we can, and just ask God to give us the strength that we need to get through, a crisis like that. It doesn't matter, if you knew your child for however long. When you're pregnant, you grow that connection with your child. So to lose a child in whatever type of way it is, it hurts. It's hard. It's something that you're always going to think about. You'll never forget about it. But it's all about getting back up, being strong, continuing to have faith in God, and continuing to know that He's going to be our comfort when we need Him during times like that. So, I just thank God for that. I thank God for just continuing to strengthen me every year, every day, and not allowing me to be down when that day comes every year. I feel good. I get up. Like I said, I look through His box, and I'm at peace. And I thank God for that, because it's no one but Him who's brought me to that point in my life right now. And I want to give you guys a scripture. It's from Revelations 21. He will wipe every tear from their eyes. There will be no more death or mourning or pain, for the old order of things has passed away. So with that, like I said, with that scripture is just, that's what the Lord did for me. He wiped away my tears. I'm not crying about it anymore. I'm not depressed about it. I'm not doing things to cope with the depression of that. And that's another thing I thank God for, because if you guys have seen the video that I made in the past about, when I was smoking, that's not something that I ever imagined that I would have done. And I'm not judging anybody who does it now, but that's just how I was raised. And I started doing that, just coping with, different things going on in my life and still dealing with that situation. And, I just thank God for healing me from that and just giving me the strength to just let go and have peace and have faith and just move forward, knowing that, I still have my whole life ahead of me. It's not too late for me to have kids. I'm only 29 years old. I still have time to get married and build a family. So, I just thank God for that. So, like I said, anybody who has had a miscarriage or a stillborn or whatever the situation may have been, just continue to push forward, continue to trust in God, and know that He is your comfort. He's always going to be there, and He has a reason for everything that He does. He has plans for our lives, and sometimes it may include a child and sometimes it may not. So it's easier said than done, because like I said, it took me a really, really, really long time to get over that situation. And it was tough. It was tough. So to be able to sit here today and talk about the situation, encourage someone else, I'm just beyond grateful for that, because I never thought that I would find the strength to get on camera and talk about that situation and share it with the whole world. And I was been supposed to do the video, and I just kept being iffy about it because I didn't know how I would react to it. But I see how I am now, and like I said, this is just showing you the strength that I have right now and the courage that I have to get on camera and just share my story with you guys. And I just thank God for that so much. So if you guys have been through this situation, or you know someone who's been through this situation, comment down below. Tell me how, they got through it, or how you got through it, and, how the Lord helped you to continue to move on and move forward. And if the Lord has blessed you with another child after that situation. I've known people who's had stillborns or miscarriages, and they've gotten pregnant right after, and everything went well. So like I said, it's not anything that we do. Some things just happen. So I thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I hope that this story encouraged somebody, like I said, who might be going through it or has gone through it and might still be dealing with it. So I thank you guys so much. Remember to subscribe to my channel, like this video, and comment down below anything you might have to say in regards to my testimony. I thank you guys so much for all your love and support. I pray that everyone is doing good with the COVID going on. I know things are beginning to get bad again, but just continue to have faith and just stay protected. Wear your mask, sanitize your hands, do everything that you feel you need to do to stay COVID free. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.